Frogman YouTube channel. This is the Frogman. Thanks for tuning in. This time we're looking at another volume of manga. This is going to be Fire Force Volume 21 by Atsushi Okubo, also known as the creator of Soul Eater. This is Volume 21 inside of Omnibus number 7. We're getting through this story, guys. We got 35 volumes to read and we're on 21. We're getting there, boys. We are getting there. 21 was a legendary volume, not just of Fire Force but of manga, and we started from the very jump. My jaw dropped seeing this panel of Obi training in the prison, not because it's out of character, but because it's so in character that I almost didn't think about it. You lock the captain up in jail, what's he gonna do? These guys are like, what is he doing in there? They're saying he's behaved himself if we just leave him be. And you get a drip, and you're thinking, what is that drip? Bam! He's in here working out. He's in jail. He's a prisoner. Quite literally, that's the title of this chapter. He's in here working out. Obi to the core. I could not believe this panel. This takes this character up so many notches for me, dude. We know he's strong. Obviously he works out. Earlier in this omnibus, he says he works out every single day, even in jail. Dog, he got the jail buff. He's gonna come back stronger than ever. The jail buff. Man. First other note in this volume is a blue standout moment. This is just an awesome moment in which Joker is standing way out in the scene. He's walking out behind a tree while Victor is talking to Shinra and company. They are working together, and obviously we know that. The reader knows that. Just look at the drip. Look at the drip. Look at the actual moment itself. It was a cool page turn. Man, Fire Force is on fire, guys. Volume 21 took it up a whole nother level. Here we go with a blue. This is a great moment of self-dedication from Captain Burns, and he's thinking about God. Captain Burns is a very interesting character because at one point he seemed very troubled, and now he seems very clear-minded. And I think it's the actual seeing of the evangelist that has changed his mind. I saw a God deserving of not merely a sense of duty, but of true and absolute faith. This is him devoting himself to that. Haumea can read minds, and she senses no lies in what Burns is saying. Are you really ready to discard humanity for our faith? And you get an awesome panel of Burns. What kind of priest would I be if I didn't follow the holy path? God, dude, this character's sick, guys. Such a cool character. So a moment of thinking to himself, is God real? Is what I've seen real? How much does it mean to me since devoting his life to it? Man, turn the page one time, bam! We will plant a bug and Akitaru Obi. And this is Burns having a link real quickly, real snapshot link with Shinra. Me personally, I think that he's doing it on purpose. I think that he knows he can do it. I think he's tapping into that on purpose, obviously, so that Shinra comes and saves him. Now, whether that's just to lure Shinra in, I'm not sure, but I'm sure we'll see. But I think that he's not all that bad. I think he's doing this on purpose. Somehow, some way. That's how I read. That's what I'm reading. That's how I'm feeling right now. Let's move forward. We got an orange here, standout panel, mainly because of this dragon here. This is Arthur. Obviously, Arthur has a very big fascination on being a knight. Knights slay dragons. You got a small knight here next to this giant dragon. To be a dragon slayer is to be the most glorious of knights. Oh dragon, where art thou? Stay tuned to the end of the volume. We might figure out where the dragon is, which I never even saw coming. I never saw coming, but it makes sense. And I'll tell you when we get there. As you can see, we got quite a few notes to go through. Here we go with a orange. Cool introduction. Speaking of the dragon, here he is. Dragon the Destroyer. This character's introduction got an entire page. So obviously, he's gonna do something very badass. Either very soon or soon to come. This character looks sick, man. This character is awesome. He was the first to earn the title of Destroyer, so that means that there are others, and that this guy would have to be very strong to deserve that title. This guy's name is Dragon. Now, if you collect Fire Force, you know that one of the very last omnibus covers is a double shot. It's of Dragon and Arthur. Now, obviously, I before getting to this volume, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know. Obviously, it looks like they're gonna fight each other. He's a knight. He's a knight that is going to slay the dragon. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Let's push forward to a pink. The cliffhanger of this chapter. This was a legendary chapter. And this cliffhanger. Time to play superheroes, Joker says. Speak for yourself. I really am a hero, Shinra says. Man, this volume of Fire Force is insane, guys. Volume 21, cooking, bro. Actually, cooking. Here we go. Classic shonen moment. The protagonist and whoever they're working with are down here. Boom, all the way at the top. Captain Burns. And then you get a zoom in of him. Zoom in again and a flash flashback down to Joker. Obviously, these two characters have ties. Their eyes are linked, or at least they lost their eyes in the same manner. Man, this was awesome. We get to see a lot of fighting panels, and obviously we get this panel here. Burns has captured Obi, and the White Clads are there. Everybody's working against Company 8, but Company 8 doesn't care. And obviously you can see just how angry this makes Shinra. Man, this was a crazy moment. This could almost get an orange along with the blue, but I'm just gonna give it the blue for the moment itself. The page turn is insane. Thought of where this is gonna lead to, very, very interesting. This is an orange. Burns having to ramp up is cool, is what my note says. The imagery here, Burns using voltage nova, and everything around him kind of boom, it explodes around him and it shoots up, and obviously there's force that's sending Shinra flying upwards. And then you get a flash in, it zooms into Joker here. That was fast. Isn't it a little early for stage 2? And these flames start coming off, and they look just like when Burns did this before. He turns into this giant fire mode. Stage 2, he says. Man, I would like to see how far this actually could go. Could he have a stage 3, 4, and 5? Is it like Super Saiyan? He goes stage 3 and his hair gets even longer? That would be sick. I'd be a little overplayed, but it would be cool. Anyway, bam! Just a hell of an imagery for Fire Force. And obviously, if you've seen Atsushi Okubo's other works, that right there is recognizable. Just a crazy chapter cliffhanger. Man, this character, Halmea's in this room. She's being watched by the Guardians. She's screaming. She's holding her eyes, holding her head. There's tears rolling down her face. She's screaming bloody murder. She's seeing this vision. Boom, a giant sun and a moon. What could it mean? What could it mean? We will get there, boys. Opening up here to a blue. This is a blue standout moment. Incredible inner thought for Shinra. Man, the thought that Shinra looked up to Burns as a father, as you see in this panel here. Oh my god, dude. Shinra thinks of him as a father. Captain Burns. Who would have thought? I never even realized that Shinra could have thoughts like this for Captain Burns. But it makes sense. He's been there since he was a child. Man, Fire Force is crazy, and it's getting better by the volume. You've got to check it out. This just says DBZ Tamaki. Look at this. Look at this, bro. That's a DBZ move if I've ever seen it. She's about to launch a fucking Kamehameha wave. Oh my god. Oh my god. Interesting moment here. Obviously, Tamaki has this cat-like power, and she has these two tails that come out of her, and they're tails made out of fire. So just the idea of have her make a bowl with the fire here, and she can melt this iron. Man, it was interesting. Okubo really knows how to use his character's powers to their absolute maximum. Things like this I would never have thought of, but it makes sense, and it's a good idea. That's why characters like Vulcan are good to introduce early. If you're gonna have a character that seems like they know everything, introduce them early. Anyway, the cliffhanger of that chapter ends here. A gun is pulled up, and it's the lieutenant, and he's staring down the barrel, and he looks like he's gonna shoot. Does he shoot? Does he shoot? He does. Bam! Bam! He got that down. Anyway, here's some notes. We only got a few more. The violet flash. And you got the sparkles coming off. Obviously, Arthur was late, and he got trapped down in the nether down here, and he laughs to himself, says, I fell from my steed. Everything's like a knight. Arthur is very fast. He's been getting faster and faster, and it seems like he's stronger with every fight. This upcoming cliffhanger, you get a shot here. Everybody's looking up, they're wondering, and then this man jumps off the roof and he lands. Boom! He introduces himself, I am Dragon. And our next note is the end of the volume. Bam! Awesome double parallel panel here, full page panel. I found you at last, Dragon, Arthur says. And Dragon, I don't know what kind of voice I'd like to give him. You wish to vanish into ash, boy? Man, I figure he would sound like Kratos, and he's saying boy. Like I said, I never put it together that this character's name is Dragon, and Arthur the knight is going to slay the dragon. Never even put that together, but this is a phenomenal ender for the chapter, phenomenal ender for the volume. Please check out the next video. The next video is going to be Fire Force Volume 22. That'll be inside of Omnibus number 8. This was the finish of Omnibus number 7. Please go check out Fire Force. You see how many notes I got. You'll probably have just as many. Go support the official release always. Kodansha Comics, Kodansha Manga. I love manga, guys. I love what I do. Check out my YouTube channel, Frogman. I am out.